All right, raza. Tenemos el compadre Sammy Gonzalez aquí con nosotros. How's it going, compadre?
Hey, Metal, how you doing, brother? Everything's going good. Just right here, relaxing. We got a little storm rolling through, so me and my wife sitting right here listening to the rain and just relaxing right now.
Oh my God, rain sounds so good right now porque like it's like hell down here. It's caliente and like
yeah.
I'm like this Midwest boy can't take it anymore.
Yeah, we only hit what, low 70s, maybe 70 today. But
so lucky.
It's supposed to get hotter as the week goes on. So hopefully we'll get back to that summer weather here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm like just hoping. I was like, I need it to cool down. I need some rain or something porque I can't survive.
No, I mean, you got that Midwest blood, brother.
Yeah. And that's what I explained to people también. I was like, my body still ain't used to it. I have been here for 10 years already. Nada.
Yeah, that's something difficult to get used to. I was down there 5 years, and man, it was difficult.
Yeah, and also you were down here as because we got a lot of new listeners. You have quite a musical history, bro.
Yeah, that I do, I guess. Yeah.
Just a little recap para todos los nuevos listeners and the people on the podcast.
Okay, well, I'm originally from the Midwest, specifically Toledo, Ohio, but I live in Michigan now. So I've been playing music since I was I was about 3 years old. I've been playing. My first paid gig was around the age of 8. So I've been playing music for the majority of my life. I got well over 30 years in music business, and I played around the Midwest with the bands around here, and I made my way down to Texas and hooked up with. Spent a lot of my time down there with the Tejano Highway 281. You can find me on the Lots of Friends CD and Te Amo Como Me Amas. I recorded on both of those. I've traveled the country with 281. It was actually the time of my life. Like we met so many great Tejano music fans all over the country, and it was so awesome. I was with them when we won the Tejano Music Award, the Tejano Music Award back in 2012, and I get to call myself a Tejano Music Award winner. So that was a dream come true, man. Being able to get up on that stage and with some great guys and be recognized for that. And but now I came back home and I'm working on some solo stuff, and I got a couple songs out. But this brand new song that I have out now, called Esto es lo que hay, is climbing fast on the charts, man, in Mexico and several other stations. And man, they've really taken to it, and I've gotten so much good feedback from it. And so I'm really proud of this one. I'm really excited. This might be probably my favorite song I've recorded so far. So,
and honestly, the beginning of the song, I keep on getting compliments about. They think it's like it's like Santana or something that I'm about to play. And like I'm impressed by the new single. Like for me, like this new single is awesome. But yet I love all your music too, because
thank you very much.
Like from your debut solo single to now, I'm like, oh my God, this album's gonna be fire once it comes out.
Yeah, I mean we're slowly working on it, but it's always been a dream of mine to put out my own record, and we're working on it, and I'm working on some stuff with some other musicians too, about doing some collaborations and stuff like that. It's pretty exciting the things that we got coming up, and yeah. So I mean, it's coming. It's slow coming, but it's coming. So be on the lookout for that.
And that's what I'm excited about, bro. Like me and la comadre Laura Sainz también. She's like, do you hear Sammy's new single? Like, I'm just about to hear it. Like, I'm just putting it on air. Like, just like, doesn't it sound awesome? I'm like, yeah, like everything you sent me is awesome.
Yeah, Laura is she's done a lot for me. I mean, just getting my music out there, and yeah, I really appreciate the work that she's done. I mean, I've never met her in person, but I'll be down in Texas in about a week and a half. So hopefully we'll meet up. We're going to be on the island. So if you happen to be on the island, shoot me a message and maybe we can have a beer or something together, and we'll see, you know. But yeah, I like I said, I've never met Laura, and whatever, you know, whatever she does for me is just, I mean, purely out of the kindness of her heart. And I mean, she sends my music out, and I've sent her a couple things to listen to, and to see what she thinks and her feedback and stuff like that. So I mean, she's what she's doing for Tejano music alone. I mean, just is getting our music out there, and I know as a musician, I really appreciate it. So.
And I appreciate it too as a radio station, and just as a DJ, I'm like, damn, Sammy's doing it again. Because one of the other songs too that I really, really love is "Por qué sin ti." Like that, just the way that your pitch is on that song too. It's like, ay cabrón, I haven't heard you hit that note like before.
Yeah, that was the original one. I mean, if you get it, it's you want to find it, it's on all those streaming platforms, and so I mean, you can go ahead and download that, and along with the other ones. And Esto is Lo que hay is all out there, so you can all check it out. And we're talking to somebody to shoot a video for us, which is going to be hopefully out, hopefully by the end of the summer. That's our goal, but it's gonna the concept is really funny, and I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy it once it comes out. So.
And that, like, honestly, since we met back in 2012, like I was like, I was surprised too that you were from the Midwest, and then like us talking and going through some things like, híjole.
Yeah, we have a lot of connections that we never. I'm surprised we never crossed paths before. We met us probably at Fanfare, wasn't it? Something like that.
We met at right after you won the awards. I was in the press room, and I was like,
okay.
And you guys just won your one of the interviews, I think, with like KXTN or something, and I was just talking, like, just coming up as a fan, but it was like, okay, trying to do little mini interviews and like just us having friends and family all in common too. And it's like, híjole, like, why didn't we meet before? Like, I swear.
Yeah, it's rare up here that, you know, you have so many people that you know in common and not meet up eventually. So,
and también, I think Ivan won that year too. It was a good year for the Midwest. And
yeah, it was. Well, I think Ivan was a couple years.
After that,
but I mean, you know, God bless her too. You know, she's done her thing too, and Ivan and I are no strangers. We've shared the stage together. I used to play with her dad's band, La Familia, back in the day, and we've sang. You know, lots of time together. So she's we're not quite family, but we're like, you know, right around that. You know, her uncle married my tia, and so I mean, we always say that we're family, but we're not actually quite family. But
yeah, And it's just that whole Midwest vibe too. Like, okay, we all know each other. We either all grew up together. Like, Yvonne told me a story. Like, oh, you used to dance with me when you were younger. I did. I don't even remember that. But hey, like, I was like, it was probably at a time that like I was still learning the music and all that.
Back in Las Palmas, right? Probably somewhere around.
Híjole, Las Palmas days. Híjole.
Yeah, Las Palmas back in the day, man. That was a spot, man.
Yeah.
That was where all the violins were there every weekend. There was something there, man. All weekend long, music from all over the place. Texas, people coming up from there. It was a good time, Las Palmas, man.
Yeah, that was a good time. And a big shout out también para María Molina también.
Yeah, Maria. Yeah, she's a good lady, man. I've talked to her a couple times. I've done a couple interviews with her too, and she's wonderful too, keeping the onda alive up here too. And she put out her own radio station, and she's doing it, man. She's making it happen.
Yeah, like that. That's the best part. She called me up. She was like, "Mijo, I'm starting up a new station," and honestly, I'm just happy, like, seeing her DJ lineup, and it's like, it takes me back. I'm like, Lady Di is back. Híjole.
Yeah. Lady Di from back in the day, Q95.
Yeah. And it, like, this just brings back a lot of memories, and I'm happy to at least, like, go and share this, because a lot of people don't understand, like, the Midwest, we have a big Tejano support. Like that. That's
that's the onda's alive well up here, man. There used to be back in the day. There used to be maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 clubs at one time where you could always find Tejano music and conjunto music and stuff like that. But I mean, it's dwindled down a little bit. But it's really slowly coming back, and because we've got great musicians up here. I mean, the bands up here are just as good than bands down in Texas. I mean, the music is strong. I mean, just groups like Grupo Deseo, they have their music out, and they're killing it. The Hano Sound Band, Ivan y Fuego. I mean, they're all doing their thing. Carisma, and then we got solo artists like George Salazar. He's from up here in this way, and so I mean, the onda is alive, man. And there's a lot of talent up here. So I'm proud to be associated with that. I'm proud to be representing Midwest too, and I always took that with me wherever I went. Just the flavor, the Midwest flavor, that we have up here, and I try to put that into the music when I was down there too. So it was like I said, the onda's alive and well up here, and it's happening. So,
and that's the best part too. Like I can't wait to go home, go back up north, because La Onda, like, you can feel it. Like if you made it down here, of course people are gonna know you up there, and it's like, oh yeah, like I at least achieved something. Like, if you make it big in Texas, you can make it big anywhere. By what?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll say this. It used to be that way. Like, when we would call them the big bands from down in Texas. But I mean, like I said, with the birth of the internet radio stations and stuff like that, people like you, people like Mas Chingon, and all kinds of internet radio stations, that gets our music out as well. So now, like, bands like the Tejano Sound will be contracted down in Texas. Bands like Deseo will be contracted down in Texas. So I mean, it's starting to go both ways now, and that's something that's beautiful. And you're seeing that, like, the Tejano music is just not a Texas thing anymore. and it's going countrywide. It's even going worldwide with stations like this where you can hear music wherever. So I mean, I don't understand where people get the concept that the Tejano music is dying, because it's not. It's alive. You you got to be able to listen to listen to everybody. Listen to the new artists and hear the new music that is coming out, because I mean that's the only way that we're going to keep this one going, is just let the new artists come out, and thanks to people like you and all the other radio stations, you're playing our music, and you're getting the new people out there, and you're getting them gigs, and you're getting them recognition and stuff like that. So I know I can speak for myself and a couple of bands, and say we thank you so much for all the work that you guys do. So,
and like, I want to thank you guys too, because without you guys, and también La Única 88.1, Freddie G, and Maribel Gonzalez Ferry, and all them, like, they basically taught me, like Freddie and Mari always told me, well, let's give the new bands a chance. Hey, like they said about Grupo Deseo going and having some music out, and I was waiting, and like Grupo Deseo went put something out. It was while I was down here, pero they were already talking about it while I was up there, so I was like excited. And then of course, like, just hearing like Los Hermanos Villegas, like their debut album, and it's like, oh my god, like, why isn't this national? And then hearing it national, and now like we have a radio station in France that I listen to, and it está pegando con la música tejana. So
wow.
And they're playing Midwest bands, and like just seeing those Midwest bands names on there, because I seen Tejano Sound Band, I seen you on there, I seen a few other people on there, and it's like,
that's crazy. That's mind blowing to me right now. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, holy crap, I'm being played in France. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a Tejano radio station in France, and like I was just doing my research, trying to see where everyone was getting played at, who was playing them, and just matching my numbers, so at least I can make sure that, like, seeing where everyone's getting played. So, because I don't, me, I don't do a list. I don't do a list because I believe in equal play, but just knowing that my friends are getting played in France and in Europe, and just knowing that La Onda Tejana's hitting over there.
I told you, man, it's global.
Yeah, it's global.
I mean, you see those guys over, their names slip my mind right now, but the guys over in Japan, man, they play conjunto music crazy, and it's awesome to see that. I was sent a video one time of a guy over in Japan just jamming away to some Steve Jordan, man, and he was killing the accordion, man. It was awesome, and that's so cool to see, man. To see our culture and our music just transcend borders. And I mean, like I always say, like, it doesn't matter what we're saying, just as long as we can get toes tapping. If we can get you moving, you're gonna listen to it. A good song is a good song, no matter what language, what genre it is. So I mean, music is a universal language, and it's a beautiful thing. So
yeah, that's what I love about like our industry too. Is like I just played Grupo Energía, and like of course, yeah, it's just like just his music también.
TJ's a good songwriter, man. He knows his cumbia beats real well, and he's a hell of a songwriter, man.
Yeah, and it's like the first album, I remember when he gave it to me, and I was like, oh my god, people are dancing to this. People like this.
Yeah, I had that first album too, man. That was a good album. That's my kind of like my goals is to have something, something to where people recognize it and they get moving. And I guess that was the goal with this song too. Was just like my idea was just I want to make a song that you can listen to with the windows down. You're driving down the road fast and you got the windows down and your hair's blowing in the wind and you're just singing along without a care in the world. I mean, and that's my producer, Rolando Rivia. I mean, he hit it the nail on the head with this one. And that's why I'm so excited for this one. And it's really taken off. So,
and también, Rolando también is your producer. Man, his latest stuff. And I'm glad that you're a part of it too. Like that's what I like, man. Like
I got in on the team, man, because once he started going with Jay Pettis, man, I know his prices are gonna jump up. So.
Yeah.
But no, he's awesome, man. He's so meticulous and so he does everything on purpose when he's creating music, and it's fun to watch. It was fun to watch him work, and it's fun to work with him, and he's so easy to work with. And, he's open to your ideas. He's he likes throwing ideas out himself, and so I mean, whatever you want to try, he'll let you try, and So he's awesome to work with. So,
and just. Honestly, I swear he's gonna be a Grammy Award winner in a little bit.
Oh, like that? No doubt. One day he's gonna hold up several of them trophies, man.
Yeah, because he's too good. Like he's really, really good. And I'm like, even when I interviewed him about Motivo, and just knowing, I was like, you're one of the musical geniuses in this industry.
Yeah, he's the future, man. The future of the Tejano music, and that's not something that should be taken lightly either. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with, from Gilbert and Gabriel, and even going back, to Jerry De La Rosa. I mean, those producers like that. I mean, Rollando's going to be right up there with. So I mean, it's awesome to be associated with him, and it's awesome to be able to have worked with him. And we're working. We're going to be working more in the future. So I'm looking forward to that too. So
yeah, like honestly, like that. Your latest single, like, dude, I'm just so excited. Like. Every time I play it, just the beginning, just those power chords at the beginning, bro. Like who did that?
Well, he's I believe he's 16 years old, and he's out of Lansing, Michigan. And I didn't meet him. I know Rolando told me who he was. And I believe he's out of Lansing. I'm not quite sure, but he was like, you're not gonna believe, like he's 16 years old or something like that. And I'm like, holy moly, he could shred. So I mean, he's whoever he is. I forget his name. He told me one time, and I forget. I'm so horrible with names. It's not even funny. It's amazing. I remember my name sometimes, but yeah, he's 16 years old, and he kills that guitar, and it's funny that you say he sounds like Santana, because I'm sure you can hear some of the influences of that in those chords and stuff.
Yeah, like once I heard those first notes, and I was like, oh my god. And then seeing the picture too, bro, like what was the inspiration for the cover photo? I'm like, híjole, es chingón now.
Well, that's it. My hair has grown so long. it's grown longer since we've taken that picture. And that the picture was done by a really good friend of mine, Ebony Haskell, out of Toledo, Ohio, called with Enchanted Photography. She's amazing. She does amazing work. She does a lot of like women's empowering stuff like that. She does a lot of boudoir photos. But I mean, she does the other stuff too, family photos and stuff like weddings and stuff like that. But she's a real good friend of mine and my wife's, and I just love the way that she takes pictures. So I threw some ideas out, and we took a bunch of pictures, and that was probably my favorite one. I just love the black and white with it. And the cigar is, well, I've always wanted to take a picture with a cigar like that. And so I thought that was just one of the coolest things ever. And the actual picture, the actual image for the song was done by Maria Molina. She did it, and she was just she listened to everything that I wanted to, every idea that I had with it too, and she tried a bunch of different things and different backgrounds and stuff like that. And she, I love that image that she put out, and I'm pretty excited about it too. So
yeah, because once I seen the photo, I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome. I was like, like it reminded me of one of the cover photos for Bonnie Mauricio. Like I think like he's wearing the purple suit. I was like, you know what? This reminds me of that. Like this is cool. Like that. I was like, yeah, I can see Sammy. Porque
yeah, that's kind of gonna be the feel of the video too. Is just something like cool like that. There's going to be a lot of comedy in the video and a lot of funny areas, but I mean, eventually it's going to come focus on that one image right there. So I'm looking forward to doing it, and there's going to be a lot of pretty girls in the video, and one really big fat guy who looks like me. I'm not going to say it's me, but he looks really, 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 really a lot like me. No. But yeah, so it's gonna be hilarious. I can't wait. I can't wait to shoot it. I can't wait for people to see it, and I can't wait to hear the feedback from everybody.
I know I'm gonna like the music video no matter what, and of course it's gonna be on the Tejano Spotlight Radio fan page.
Awesome.
And like we're building up Tejano Spotlight Radio even more. Of course, this is going to be on the Tejano Spotlight Radio podcast. You can go, you can go follow us on iHeartRadio, también Spotify, Tejano Spotlight Radio podcast. Yeah, we're going worldwide también. So
that's awesome, brother. That's awesome. Congratulations going out to you guys, and that's exciting for you guys and exciting for us too, because that just means our music gets out there further. So yeah, so congratulations to you guys.
Thank you, but it's because of you guys. Like it's because of the artists that helped build this station.
Well, I mean, if it's not for stations like you guys, there's no platform for us to make music. So I mean, we go hand in hand. So we make music, you guys play it, and as long as you keep playing our music, we're gonna keep playing. We're gonna keep creating new music. So I mean, it's a perfect marriage that we have together, and it's awesome. And with the explosion of the internet radio stations, I mean, that just gives way to the new artists. Like I said, I mean, I can't stress that enough. The new artists are the future of Tejano music. So I mean, just keep listening to the new music, keep listening to the new artists. I mean, don't stop listening to the legends, but I mean, listen to the new music too, and give them a chance, and give them the airplay. And, you guys are spearheading that, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and también any shout outs you want to give?
Well, shout out to my beautiful wife who's sitting here just looking at me like I'm a big dork, and she's laughing at me and stuff like that. I know my mom is listening. My mom and my dad, they're camping up north somewhere right now. I know they're listening, and yeah, shout out to all the fans, the Tejano music fans around the world, wherever you are. Thank you so much for listening to our music. And just real quick, you can download my music on all streaming services: iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, all of that. You could download it. You could YouTube. I mean, share it away. Share my music from YouTube. I'd love to see. Just keep scrolling Facebook, and my video randomly pops up somewhere, and it's like, hey, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I shout out to all the fans, the Tejano music fans. Keep listening to the new music. Keep listening to the legends, and we'll keep making music, and we'll keep making things for you. So to go out and dance and just have a good time.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Sammy, también, for calling in for this awesome interview. Man, like 4 songs, and this is the next hit. También, you can go and vote for it on Mas Chingon as well, because that plays every single Wednesday here on Tejano Spotlight Radio with DJ Noon. So go to the Mas Chingon website, go vote for Sammy's new single también. And would you like to introduce it to the world?
Sure, man. This is Sammy Gonzalez, and you're listening to my brand new single, Esto es lo que hay, right here on Tejano Spotlight Radio.
Que le pongo duro a la dieta para ponerme guapetón. Que cambia el pan por ensalada, tú y estas posadas ya dejé comer. Se llega mi media naranja, que con esta panza no me va a querer. Yo les digo, esto es lo que hay. Si tú quieres, esto es lo que hay. Yo les digo, esto es lo que hay. Si tú quieres, esto es lo que hay. Que estoy muy gordito, que ya le bajan al jamón, que le pongo a duro a la dieta para ponerme guapetón, que cambia pan por ensalada, que ya estas posadas se dejan comer. Si llega mi media naranja, con esta panza no me va a querer. Yo les digo,